Families, welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. You can see me smiling. This is one of the videos that when I see it, I'm so happy. I don't even know what to do. I'm happy because the AES, they mean business. They mean business and they are working hard. I was telling you that I'll be following this Greek minister wherever he goes. If I'm in Burkina Faso, I'll be holding the camera. Wherever, I'll be following him. Everywhere, everywhere. This man is working he is working. All of them are working hard. And sometimes it surprised me because our Africa, some, not all, I can't generalize all, but some of extension officers are Greek ministers. Mm-mm. No, they will sit in the office and be giving orders. This man, since he became into power, or since I knew him and I've been following him, he's always on the field. And sometimes he visits like 3, 4 at a time. That's how much he's working. And he always mentioned the head of state says we should do this. The head of state says we should do that. So he's following instructions. It's not like he's his master and boss, but they all believe in one goal to achieve that. The video is long already. Please, families, watch it. I put varieties together so we can all view it, listen to it, and see, because normally I will show half. See what they are doing. Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, embrace yourself. Watch, I'll be back, families. Thank you for your time.
Received by His Excellency the President of Faso, we visited the peanut nursery, which is one of the central missions entrusted to us. It's to develop our specific culture here in our country to show the whole Burkina people that it's possible, and to be self-sufficient in terms of our culture. Secondly, we went to the Luru perimeter, which is also quite strategic for us, and which was scheduled to be developed in 18 months. But we had to put the pressure on instruction from Sun. In order to make the perimeter available to growers as early as this wet season, we realized how much enthusiasm there was, and there are now more than 1,000 growers on the site, producing on around 420 hectares in all crops. So it's all the more satisfying when the government's efforts are followed by popular enthusiasm and support. We're delighted, and the highlight of our outing, really, is this visit here, in the Smiling Pass. I think it is. It's an unprecedented popular infatuation, from the welcome to their commitment to the development of the stick, despite very difficult conditions. And the state has had to do a lot for them in terms of support, in terms of plowing, in terms of support for this match, and in terms of inputs. They have additional needs that we have noted, needs in terms of support for processing, also in terms of support to be able to perpetuate their production even in the dry season. And it's a source of satisfaction when we find committed people like this. It encourages us to reinforce them and to multiply our efforts so that these populations can strengthen their resilience. I think that today we're very satisfied with this outing, and indeed with all the other outings we've been able to make. We were able to see the popular enthusiasm for agricultural production in Burkina Faso, and we also realized that we have the potential to be self-sufficient in terms of our food and to be sovereign in terms of food. And I think these are good points, and we're going to make them. To report to His Excellency on the results, efforts made, instructions given, and the state of implementation in the agro-pastoral sector in UT.
Families, look at those beans, look at those corns, how healthy they are. And they are all organic. Yes, they are all organic. There was a video I came across and I forgot to record it and translate it. They said the fertilizer, the new factory, the fertilizer is the best. It means all the foreign one has been cancelled already, which is great. Please, I will add another video, like I said, to this one. They are planting cocoa, a lot of varieties, per name, all the plants that when we eat, their food will be healthy. And there's a message to these cocoa plants.
So already, in this center, it must be said that we produce cocoa nurseries, and beyond that, we're experimenting with coffee, apples, we're experimenting with all the trees that we said couldn't be produced in Burkina Faso. And that's all we're trying to develop to show the world that it's possible. We've already produced 31,500 trees, which corresponds to between 40 and 50 hectares, so 40 and 50. In this way, we can eventually combine banana and cocoa crops. We can reach 50 hectares. Beyond that, we have this place here for experimentation. We have 200,210 cocoa plants that have already started to flower, and the pods have also begun to appear. So the different plans we have. First, we have the cocoa, known as Communao, the Mercedes cocoa, which will produce in 18 months. We also have cocoa, which will produce a fish that will last 40 to 60 years. Beyond that, we also have coffee, which we're experimenting with, which is doing very well, and we're expecting the first bunches in the coming year. We also have 2 apple trees which are developing as we want them to. In 2 years. See the first fruits. We also have the avocado tree. We also have Eva, which we planted 6 months ago and which is doing well. It will really please the Olympic asape. We also have the purple-fleshed potato that we imported from Taiwan, which has also arrived here. We also have oil palm, which we're going to develop for large areas. It has to be said that the cocoa we are currently producing will be used to make chocolate, skin, and cocoa. The cocoa beef, and these are the things that come in, it's the plants that and the products that go that contribute to our health, which brings us health. Cocoa, for example, is a hypotensor that regulates blood pressure, etc. Cocoa butter is also used extensively in medicine. With coffee, for example, we want to show the world that we produce our coffee here, we consume it here, and we don't have to import it. The things we don't know about palm oil are the same. A lot of households use palm oil, but it's usually oil that's not of good quality, that comes from outside. But if we have all this at home, I think we'll be self-sufficient on Saturday morning. What I'm saying is that I'm very satisfied, because the authority has come to see for itself everything we do. And that's it. On the move, hand in hand, in this dynamic, because today we want to. I believe that the minister came to visit and see for himself, which reassured both sides that we should continue to work together and believe that cocoa culture is a reality in Burkina Faso. This morning, we're here to talk about Burkina Faso's agriculture, because with the guidance of Burkina Faso's highest authorities, we wanted to get involved in the pollution of certain specific crops, including cocoa, and so we started the nurseries. And today we've come to see how. In any case, the young plants are doing well. We saw some plants that are ready to be planted, and I think we'll be starting planting next week. Burkina Faso is a cocoa-producing country, so the agro-offensive will target a number of crops. That's how we're going to develop, and it meets a strategic need, because for some crops we're dependent on the outside world, and for others we're quite competitive, and we need to take advantage of that. So specific crops are also niches. That too. From an economic point of view, they can also be quite interesting for Burkina Faso, and we're looking into these crops in particular. Cocoa and plantain bananas, other crops so, these last 2 products, planted bananas, cocoa? In any case, we've already got thousands of plants ready, and they're going to be planted from next week in Bordeaux-la-Source. These crops will also add to national production. In other words, to reduce our exports of certain specific products and thus become independent, and in any case to avoid any difficulties. In any case, when you have shortages of certain products that are prized by producers and consumers alike. This visit is part of the monitoring of the agro-pastoral wet season by the Minister of Agriculture and Animal Resources. Yesterday we were in the Du Center West region, where we visited 3 farms, and today we visited 2 farms. The first site was the chocolate site, where we were able to visit a rice production site, a buffoon that was neglected a few years ago. But which one? Thanks to the commitment of the growers, who were supervised by our agents, the site has been brought back into production. We hope to produce at least 300 to 400 tons of paddy rice at this site this season. After the chocolate site, we're here at the fake nat site, where we have a farm of around 300 hectares. Or at least according to what we've been able to see in the field. The plans look very good, and in any case, we're really hoping for good production on this site. We think that on these sites, we'll be able to achieve yields of around 5 tons per hectare. This year, with the help of our agents, we set out to develop 10,500 hectares throughout the country, at a rate of at least 30 hectares per commune, depending on the tour we were able to make of the various communes. In any case, it's an initiative that's going very well in all the communes, and we've managed to reach this minimum of 30 hectares, and in some communes, we've doubled or even tripled it. Tripled the areas.
Families, you heard it all. You heard all the message attached to this farm, and they are happy that the government itself, the Minister of Agriculture, the champion, was there to see them, to see what they are doing. Wow, the cocoa. I don't think they will straight away exporting it. The plan is to feed their people, and then when there's leftover, which there will be plenty of leftover, then they will sell, they will process it and sell it, and then make money out of it. They're not going to sell the raw one as is it Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana they are be doing, because I'm naming these 3 because they are the best according to sources. They are the best or large producers in the world. I'm sure China will take over soon or have already taken over. Yes, I'm so excited. The people are planning ahead and they are working on it. They are not just talking, they are doing it and they are showing us how to do it. Operation Feed Yourself is working for real. We are seeing it working right in front of us. If you don't like this, what do you like? This is how when I always says if you manage a country like your own business, because in every business we want profit. The businessmen, the entrepreneurs, they will tell you they want profit, and that's why they are working. If you run it like your own business, it will be successful, it will be perfect. And even if you fail first time, second time, third time, you will not fail. The procedure these leaders are taking, I don't think they will fail. I just hope and pray that their own people will not fail them. I'm sure you understand what I mean. I just pray and hope that their own people will not betray them because they are at the right path. And as our sister said on the celebration day, he said they are shining the light. It's a school that they are going. This school is the best one. It's the best one for Africa. The video is long already, families. I will leave you here. I appreciate you all. You know it. I love you all. Thank you. God bless you. May God protect and keep you and your family safe from me. Leave comment if you are excited like I am. This is the last one for the day. This is the last one for the day, and it's a good one. 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 Credit to Faso 7, credit to SIG, credit to RTB, all of them, credit to them. Bye bye. Good night. I will see you soon.